They just are at the bottom.
Why'd you retype that?
I thought this one would have the Master Chief Collection on it. Oh, it does.
It
All right, right
does.
here. All right, so first, I need to do this. Having the access to the OG trilogy
Like, sure.
plus four, and Reach, and it comes with the multiplayer pack, like the multiplayer map packs, which I have like OG copies of. Like I have I have them, the discs. Like I think all of that in one package is just a good deal. It has its stability issues and optimization issues and just servers. Like there's issues with how it functions, but it's still there and you still can get it to work. I think that alone doesn't have split screen, which is actually because of the lack of split screen support in some of the games, it's gonna go to A. But
And it's an
still,
online game, so that's like it's like in this day and age.
yeah, you're right.
Like,
But it's
split
still
screen
all of them.
isn't-
It's still all of them. So it has to be either A or S. But I'll leave it in A
I feel
because I
like-
just remember the split screen thing and that annoys the fuck out of me.
I don't think split screen should really be like a deterrence because it's not like like things now. Everything is like everybody has a console now. Like at least like when you think of like from Halo 1, 2, and 3, like gaming wasn't as big as it is now. So split screen like made sense. Like you needed it. But like now with how online gaming pretty much fucking runs media, like not all media, but what it is, I think it should comfortably sit in S. Like I think it's not I think what it is like they knew. Like they knew. They were like we did it. We remastered it. You can go back to like old graphics that are remastered, and then the new like graphics of like the it's pretty much a remake and a remaster graphically at the same time. Like I just think like it has to like sit in S because it just is what it is, and it has the best games, and it has every game from.
You think right? It still goes in S.
Yeah, like I get it, optimizing stuff like that.
The split screen thing really fucking irritates me because you're saying that it's not necessary, but then at the same time, look at the Nintendo Switch.
I mean, the Nintendo Switch isn't even really split. Like that's a party console though. Like that's what I mean.
The concept is having people together on the same couch, interacting with each other, like within the immediate vicinity, and enjoying something together. That but bro, think about us growing up. That's the majority of how we played video games growing up, was just with each other together, going like enjoying the shit. So like,
that's what I'm saying.
And then look when we went to like for my wedding at the Airbnb, we pulled out a Switch because of the convenience of having a lot of people able to play together. There was games on the Xbox One, there was games on the PS4, and even on the newer consoles that support 7-8 controllers at once. But we went to the Switch first because it has more on that platform. If more games on these other consoles had it, we probably lean towards that as well. I think people making that assumption that split screen and like the couch co-op and stuff is irrelevant because of how many people play the games. I don't know. It's like saying we shouldn't have buses because everybody has a car.
But I mean, like I get I get that analogy, but it's like more so in the fact of like when they made this, like that was not the goal. Like it wasn't the goal to like get people. It was to get people who haven't played them from before to play it, and like in a collection pack, and things that like you could consider. Like if you're gonna say that, then you have to understand that the limited of like there was no online co-op then until you got to like Reach.
3.
Yeah, I mean 3 like ODS, like because ODST didn't even have online co-op. It was only split screen. So it's like I don't think it had online co-op. I don't remember, to be honest.
Maybe it was a LAN co-op thing. Hold on.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's like what it is. So it's like now like the accessibility is everywhere. Like everybody has something to like play.
Yeah, Halo 3 did have online co-op. Servers went down. Reading that was kind of sad, but I get it. All right, now we can go in order. Combat Evolved.
I think so it's hard because I can't base games solely on them like as a whole. When I try to think of like certain things, I think if you're gonna do Combat Evolved, like I want to say B. I think that like it's the origin. It's like a great campaign. Like it's fun, but
sparked off. I think it pretty much co-launched with the Xbox.
Yeah, I
They
think
might
it
have
was a launch
flagshipped it.
title. I know 3
And
was a launch. No, was 3 a launch title? I don't
the
remember.
360?
I don't
Nah,
think 3 was.
hell no.
Nah, I don't think so. I
It
remember
was
it
just
had like a
announced
lot
to
of
come out on
marketing
the
and
360. I remember wanting
yeah,
to get a 360 because they said like it's gonna be on 360.
yeah.
I remember wanting to
It
get a
was.
360
It had a
for
lot.
when Halo 3 dropped. Like I vividly remember that.
Yeah, I remember the fucking media. Like I went into Burger King and fucking I seen Halo 3 everywhere. I seen for all 3 of the first Halos. I remember going to that Burger King and just seeing posters for them everywhere.
I'm gonna put
Back,
Halo
yeah,
Combat Evolved in A. I think it's a good
yeah.
game. I think they also did like
I,
because the
I,
majority of
I,
what you play Halo Combat Evolved for is the campaign.
yeah, and it's cool.
And
Like it's
and
cool, but
the campaign is good, it's cool, it's iconic as fuck. But they
I
did
don't think
do
it's
a lot of
iconic.
nah, bro.
I think there's
Bruh.
certain levels. Like
The
that sniper
music,
level is like, yeah,
right? The
like it's
sniper
like that's
level,
what I'm
like
saying.
that sniper
But
level when you get off the
now,
Pelican, like come on, bro.
but like
But
like
when
you
you're
have to
in
understand we're
when you're
comparing
when
them to like other things. Like if you're gonna put that as A, like there's gonna be some stuff that's like these are gonna be vastly different A's. Like when
but
we get to other
like
games.
but think about the experience for the player. Like you see the aliens and they have all this cool shit. You don't get to fly a Banshee until like the fourth to last mission or whatever. There's not a lot of missions in the game anyways, but they're long as fuck.
Exactly, and I think
And
that's
then
also a thing. Is
yeah,
like
nah.
some of the
And
missions
that's one of the reasons I'm putting
drag.
it back. But like the way it teases shit, like the Banshees flying at you, and you're like, yo, like this is crazy. And then you shoot them down, and you can't fly them. But the wonder of like, can I later? And then you get to, and you're like, oh, this is pretty cool. But it's also a little bit underwhelming because you can't go that fast. They don't have like they didn't have the bombs in this one. They only shot the stupid ass fucking pea shooter shit. But
Like
for what it
like
is,
it's
I'm still gonna put it in A. Like it's a good game. The story's cohesive. There's not a lot of bugs.
I said. I mean, it's just like I don't know. Maybe at the
There's
end
a
of the
lot of
list.
glitches, but like not a lot of game breaking ones. You know.
I just feel like for like the other campaigns that we'll get into, like I mean, you can do like I think that Combat Evolved is a great game. I just feel like when you compare and look at the rest, like it's like damn, like should this be a? Because
For sure,
but
and
like
that's what I'm trying not to do. Okay, you know, but it is a tier list and it is a comparative list. I see what you're saying. Hmm.
like I mean it could be the bottom of A because of how I'm thinking like it'll be.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. It's either gonna be the
But
top
I
of B or
feel like
bottom of A.
it's just hard though because I feel like a lot of the games I'm gonna consider S. I know at least there's gonna be 3 games, and yeah, I'm gonna say there's gonna probably be like 3 games that I will consider S.
All right, all right. Let's move on to Halo 2. We'll leave it in A for now, and then you know, subject to change. It's not completed. Okay, Halo 2. I'm gonna just hold on. Let me just.
So I love Halo 2. Watch out! Get away from me!
And then I'm gonna just do that. Okay.
Why? Why'd you do that?
Because I just like Halo 2. That's it.
I love Halo 2. I think it's the best Master Chief campaign like out of the Halos.
Yeah.
I think too like it's like hard because that's like the first imprint of multiplayer that a lot of people got, and Halo 2 is like
Yeah.
just an insane game.
Yeah, when they implemented Xbox Live, like online just online multiplayer and Halo 2, I remember buying the game. But like I didn't buy it. I remember Raymond getting the game, bringing it home, and it said Xbox Live on like the box art, and I was like, what does that mean? What's Xbox Live? Like it didn't make sense to me. And then what happened was I went to Mike's house and he had Xbox Live. He had the whole setup. He had like the microphone and everything with the wireless controller. Like he had some cool shit. I remember playing it, and I'm like 9 years old, and you know I got like 14 kills or whatever in a match. I just hear people talking shit like OG Xbox Live. That was I don't think I'll ever forget that day, bro, because of how substantial. Like it's just so different. It was I wanted more, you know.
And then like I'm not gonna lie too, like Halo 2 like brought dual wielding. Like
Oh yeah.
like Halo
So
2
all seriousness, I'm gonna do this for now.
I was gonna say I think I'm a do I think I was gonna say I feel like Halo 2 has to be S, and I'm gonna say something next that's like I don't think it's the. I think it's like the unpopular opinion, but it's really how I feel.
Yeah, no, this is our list. Like, I'm not like this isn't for anybody else. This is us.
I thought you were still streaming, but I
I
don't
am
care. Like
streaming.
I
Am I not?
still, I thought so,
I'm
but
streaming.
like I love Halo 2. Like that shit is the fun. Like I said, to me, that's the best campaign of like the original
Bro, when we
three.
play
Like
it, I'm
three
going to have a
trilogy.
blast the entire time. I
Like
just
that's
love
the
Halo
campaign
2,
I
bro.
remember all the time. Like it's like I don't know.
Bro,
It's
we
just
used to go to outskirts with swords and snipers and just fuck around for hours, just killing each other. Just
get away from my sandwich.
like we had to convince ourselves to get off and play COD.
Uh.
Yeah, or
Sorry,
maybe that's just
bro.
me. Maybe y'all would get bored, but I don't think I was really getting bored of Halo.
Get away. All right, bro. It's time, bro. I think Halo 3 should be an A.
Hey,
I don't think like people love Halo 3. They say it's the best one. I'm gonna be so for real. To me, I think it's A because I think, and maybe it's from like how I'm remembering it. I think Halo 2's campaign is more fun, and like maybe like 3. Like I mean, I remember 3. I also don't. Like maybe we should have did this after we played through them again. But
well,
from
you
what
know
I
what? This is good
remember,
content. This is good content. We'll come back to it. We'll revisit it, and we'll
and then
revisit the list.
change it.
Remake it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have the before and after.
Well, yeah. From
I
what I
mean,
remember,
except
like
for
I said,
Combat
I
Evolved because
love
we already did it, but whatever.
like
Oh
Halo.
yeah, I gotta
I
do
think
this.
Halo 3. Yeah, I was gonna say like Halo 3 is probably to me like the top of A. Like that'll be like there. Like multiplayer was like insane. Forge was crazy. Like probably at least like I mean I don't know some of like the newer games, but from well when Forge was introduced up to like I'm gonna say like Reach, like it's probably the second best. I think that Reach has the best Forge, but it's also the one I spent the most time on. But I
Nah,
feel like it
I
adapt.
can't agree with that because I've played with the other forges. Like
I mean, I
Halo
like
5's Forge is crazy. Halo Infinite,
I was
all seriousness, Halo Infinite's Forge is the best Forge I've ever seen in any Halo.
I
It's
was gonna say
actually,
I haven't actually really played. Like I played Halo Infinite a
bro.
little bit.
Didn't we played the fucking
We did the custom games
yeah, the
on
tag. We
Rust.
played tag on Halo 5. We played Rust. Yeah, like Halo. Yeah, come on now.
Like it's cool, but like Halo
Bro,
Reach
hey,
was just an experience. Like that Forge was like
wait,
I
are we still
just
talking about
like
Halo 3? Or are we moving on?
well yeah well I was just thinking of like Forge. Like Halo 3, Forge 2, like I feel like it was just the predecessor of like what Forge ended up becoming, and like I just have to keep it there. Multiplayer is great, the campaign's great. I just think the campaign just wasn't as fun to me as 2 when I was younger, and maybe it'll be different, especially now that I'm more like I'm older and now I'm like I like
Hmm.
plot, I like dialogue, I like stuff. But from what I remember fucking Halo 2 was just like, yeah, this is fucking gaming.
Nah, all right. For me, Halo 3, one, Forge mode was cool as fuck. Being able to set your speeds and stuff and just mess around with the maps, try to break the game, get out of sand trap. I think the multiplayer maps like was the OG one, was that called Valhalla? Hold on, Halo 3 multiplayer maps. It was Valhalla, right?
What, you talking about the map? Isn't it like Ragnarok or something?
No, Ragnarok is the Halo 4 version.
Then maybe it is.
Yeah, Valhalla. Like this shit is iconic. Like people are never gonna forget this map. Hold on. The other one that people aren't gonna forget. I'm not even sure if it's in 3. Blood Gulch. If they have a version of it. Do and don't at the same time. Remember this. Anyways, Halo 2 Blood Gulch, or actually, you have that map? I think it did. Yeah, no, CE did. Yo, Combat Evolved was gold. I forgot about the multiplayer maps in that. Anyways, Halo 3's campaign, they brought back the dual wielding. They introduced the abilities, bubble shield, you got gravity lift, you got deployable shield, and invisibility of one. The shield disruptor, the fire grenades. I think and the brute weapons was fucking cool. The chopper, I thought the brute chopper. I think but at the same time, I think the brute chopper was the only brute vehicle they introduced in that game. Unless you want to consider the Vector from Halo 2 now a brute weapon in Halo 3, or a brute vehicle. What else did they have? They had the spike grenades, which was really cool. The little fucking shotgun pistols, those are dope. The brute weapons were cool as fuck. And just dude, the fire grenades, the flamethrower, being able to take a turret off of its mount and walk around with it. And then the flood level, like that, the gameplay of Halo 3, the campaign felt so good. It was so polished. It was heat. And that level where you start off riding in the convoy of the warthogs, and it has the passenger warthog. There's not even a gun on the back of it. That idea alone, like the different modular warthogs in universe, was cool as fuck. The interactable just shit around the map, like you can get into the dumpster, stuff like that you could, I'm just gonna repeat myself, interact with. And then you get into that section where the big ass scarab drops down and you're like fighting it, and then you had like the missile, the silo launcher. It was so well polished. It was so good that people were on the sentiment that shared the sentiment that they felt that the campaign was so short or too short because it was so fun to play. And I remember kind of feeling that same way. Like I got through it and I was like, damn, like that's it. Like I beat it. Like, yeah, I want more.
So like I can't really remember like what 3's campaign is besides like the end of it. Like,
so I would for sure put it behind Halo 2. I don't care. Like nothing's gonna beat Halo 2 on this list. Not for me. But this is our list, and you feel like it should be top of A, and we're gonna remake this anyway. So
like,
yeah, I wouldn't go here.
I wouldn't be mad at us because it's like that is the sentiment. Like it's considered the best Halo game ever made. So it's
Halo
like
3? Yeah, like fuck
like
everybody if they want to go against. Like it's just an opinion. We're just talking about it anyways. Who cares?
I just say for me how I feel, especially like when I'm considering it as an overall game, from how I remember, like I just remember always being like fucking Halo 2 campaign.
I definitely feel that Halo 3's campaign was the most polished and like I almost want to say like sandboxy. Yeah, you know that. Yeah, that's the right word. It also felt the most sandboxy of all the Halo campaigns I've played, aside from like the later ones. Like Halo 4 has a level for sure that feels sandboxy, and then Halo Infinite is literally open world. And then Halo 5 has a bunch of open area, but Halo 5 failed with like the epicness, and we're not there yet. But like, what I'm talking about, since this is gonna come up next, right? Well, it's gonna be ODST and then Reach, but like Reach is coming up. Mm-hmm. When I think about Halo campaigns, the thing that fucks with me about Reach is they trap the players in the map. Yeah, in the maps, but at the same time had like secrets on the edges of the maps. So it's like they wanted us to explore the games to find these secrets, these little hidden buttons and stuff to do cool shit in the missions. But like the literal ceilings, like the skybox barriers to the maps was so fucking low. There'd be like rocks you're trying to walk up and you get smushed down. Yeah, in Halo 3, Halo 2 even. Actually, I don't know about a Halo 2, but a Halo 3, that's true as well. I know in the later like desert mission, the iconic one where the pillar, one of the fucking human ships comes down and it blows everything back. That level has upper bounds as well, but they're so high it doesn't feel like you're like you're stuck in the map, and it doesn't feel like you're being what do you call it, like discouraged from exploring. There you go. But Halo 3 definitely has that. All right, now we got ODST.
So
how do you feel about ODST? I think ODST is pretty as fuck. The story, the dark shit. You're not a Spartan.
I think ODST is so beautiful as a story and just seeing like because I was gonna say I think this is where like from here into Reach, I feel like this is where like the series starts getting less into space brutalism of like you know like the architectural style of like we're in space, like you know fucking
Mhm.
space backdrops and stuff like that, and like they're there, but
Mhm.
like I feel like in the first 3 games it's just like you know sometimes you're on fucking like the backdrops on planets like when we were playing Halo 1 and you could just see like the fucking the outside desert with the moon on like the last few levels and like looking at it in both graphics it's like wow like the set piece
Mm.
is like insane.
Yeah.
And I feel like because ODST is like you know you're on I forgot what to say. I want to say it's is it New Mombana or whatever it's
New
called.
Mombasa.
Is that the city you're in for that
Mombasa,
game?
yeah, New Mombasa. I think. Well, I don't know. What city does Halo ODST?
I think
New
two. Like
Mombasa,
after
the
we
Kenyan
finish.
city of New Mombasa. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mombasa.
I'm still tough. My brain still works low key. I think after we play these two, I think I want to get really deep into like the lore of it again. Maybe watch stuff too. Just get really at one with the series again, like I was
We
when I was
jumped. We
younger.
jumped out of
My bad,
order, but
Richard.
fuck it. We'll go back.
Oh, you did ODST?
No, Wars came out
Oh,
before
Halo Wars.
ODST. That
I
I
mean,
was
I'm
wondering. I
not
was
gonna.
like, I knew it came out in that timeline, but I forgot if it like when. You know, because I didn't play Wars
So
right when it dropped.
I was gonna say, I've never played Halo Wars. I hate fucking, I hate,
We'll finish ODST.
hate.
We'll finish ODST.
But fucking OEST is just a beautiful. Like it's literally like you know you go from fucking being the chief, like you go from literally the embodiment of like power, like you can't fucking die to like you're just someone, like you're just a
I
fucking soldier just on the ground, like just trying to do what you can, and it's just
mean, you're not just
like I
someone.
remember.
You're still orbital drop shock troops. Like this is them. Like they're them.
I mean, yeah, but like you're not him. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
a
for
lot of
sure.
the stuff in ODST, from what I remember, is just dark, and it's just like a lot of like I don't want to say doubt, but it's like a lot of like you know, like people are actually like in like a position, like you know, when you're chief and like you know you're playing, you're like shit, I'm chief. Like a lot of shit is just whatever. Like yeah, there's times that he probably should have died and whatever. Plot armor to like just him being him. His luck factors just maxed out. Whatever. It's
But
like
my thing about that is the devs later forget like chief is chief. Like I hate seeing the certain things in the stories and like certain cutscenes. Like when he's fighting in Halo 4 when he's fighting the fucking Forerunner weirdo. I don't remember his name, the Didact. And that Didact is using like the force on Master Chief. It's like, all right, like that makes sense. Like he doesn't like Master Chief doesn't have the force. The whole plot point, you know, it's so frustrating, bro. But that translates into later. They're like, oh, that Master Chief needs to have a big bad villain that he can't beat. So they put a big ass brute. But we're gonna go back into something that came out before in Halo Legends, where, or even like just other media, whereas Master Chief body and brutes like they ain't shit to him because they really aren't. Because like I don't know, I just hate the idea of Master Chief losing a fist fight to a brute. It doesn't make sense to me.
yeah,
But you see
this
that,
odious
and like that's like the plot point in a lot of this shit. It's annoying. Or like how the jump from Halo 4, my bad, the jump from Halo 5 to Halo Infinite, the Infinity is just gone. Like it cracked. Like what the like what? You know, like that's annoying. It's like oh yeah, you know the Banished came and like fucked us up. How? The Infinity had the single largest source of Spartans like ever. Period. Like it was open source Spartans pretty much. Now they weren't still getting Spartan serums, but like they kind of were. It just is different and not as potent and shit. Like not weird and creepy because of Oni. But yeah, that annoys me. Anyways, but like you're saying, to bring it to wrap it back up into your point, you go from being Master Chief to being an ODST. You're not him anymore, and they did a smart, really cool thing that I like in bringing the health packs from Halo 1 back for the soldiers in Halo ODST. Which I think is just like a good gameplay and story mechanic to show like, yo, like you are vulnerable. Like this shit is difficult for these guys.
if I remember
Like
correctly,
they are
too,
in the
was
thick of it
ODS
and like just trying to survive at this point. It's not even about winning anymore.
exactly like that's what the shit I love. Like I just love
Yeah.
that. Just like it's not it's not an action like I like action is cool, love
I'm
action.
gonna go ahead and
But
do
when you
this
get
just because of like the setting and like the execution was.
honestly, like I kind of get it. I just feel like it's supposed to be an extension of 3. But I was gonna say that if I remember correctly, I think Fire
It's a different
Team
game. It's a
came.
different game.
Yeah, like I think ODST is like something that maybe goes into its own category. I mean, it doesn't have a multiplayer. It has co-op, but it doesn't have, it's really an expansion, honestly, but it
But
has
it was
its
it
own
like
thing.
I from our standpoint right now should be ahead of 3.
Sure, like I
Classic.
think they go hand in hand because, like I said, I don't.
But at
I'm
the same
pretty
time,
sure
like the
Fire Team either dropped with 3 or it dropped with ODST, and when it came out, it was fun. It was great. I should actually look that up. I want to say it was ODST because I thought that was like the selling point for it, but
what's Fire Team? What are you
I'm
talking about?
like the little horde mode, and it would be like 3 of you.
Oh, that was ODST.
That's what I was gonna say. I
Like that was
thought
in
that was
ODST
like
by itself. Yeah.
yeah, like I think it came out in ODST.
I forgot about that. Yeah, that shit is cool as fuck. No,
Yeah, and
bro,
it was fun.
I
Like
would honestly just put ODST like here by itself, but at the same time, it doesn't have but it does Halo. God damn it.
like you got a horde mode in Halo, and it's like like
We
Halo gunplay, and what it was
have,
cool. And then I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Like I'm like 99% sure. Yeah.
yeah, okay.
That's why I say like for this, it's hard. It's really
If it did, for
extension.
sure, I would have did that, but it doesn't. So, but
That's why I feel
another
like it
thing that I
should be
really
its
liked
own.
about ODST was how they reused assets from previous games, and not necessarily the specific asset, but like the different variations of enemies they brought back. Like you had the old honor guard models. Well, I know one for sure. I don't know about the honor guard, but you had the old hunter models and the new hunter models. Like some of the hunters in Halo 3 or in ODST shot the laser beam, and some of them shot the fucking concussive missile from OG from Combat Evolved. Like Halo 3 didn't have the concussive like explosion thing. They only had beams, and Halo 2 was the same way. So ODST was the first time we saw that brought back, which I think is fucking dope.
Yeah.
And then they also had like the weird floating enemies that like I'm sorry, talking about like they had the weird alien archetypes that were also like killable. I don't know, it's just really cool.
I also feel like to circle back to the fire team mode, I feel like it was perfect for that because like having a horde mode while like that campaign is like, them surviving, like,
Yeah.
I just felt like it goes like hand in hand with the theme. Like, you're in a fire team, enemies are fucking crashing down on you and you're just fucking fighting back until like whatever. While like, when you're chief, like you're on a linear path to get through shit, but it's like nah, like you need to bunker down and like hold shit down and survive, like compared to the campaign, which in the campaign of course like you're moving through stuff. I feel also if I do remember I felt like ODST was a little more open, at least in some parts. Like it wasn't like you were able to it kinda gave me like a Metroidvania feel because you had to like go back and forth in certain parts, and like Halo never did that before.
Right. The reuse
Like-
of like going like the idea of a hub area to return to, and it wasn't really necessarily like a hub, but having like you said, circle back to certain areas. I don't know if there's a better way to say that.
And because of like the situation that's going on like in the city, I feel like the environmental storytelling is like insane.
So,
like
yeah,
stuff
like
that you
you look down a dead end, but you see like a couple of dead soldiers and like a dead elite body or like some blood splattering, boxes tilted over, crash vehicle. Yeah, shit is tough.
Yeah, like that's like I said, for things like that, like if you know me, I love dark, I love story, I love plot, I love all that. Give me GTA 4 over every GTA, like, and I'm completely fine. Like, yeah, like
All right.
it'll always just be like that, and that's why the next game is just so.
You said
so good.
you said you never play War, so this is exclusively me then.
Yeah,
I like Wars a
fuck Halo
lot.
Wars.
And I was introduced to real-time strategy games from, well, I don't know what my first RTS was, but I know I really got into Supreme Commander, and seeing that, like, that was like my base. Like, okay, this is what a traditional RTS game is kind of like. You have your resource management, the different resources, you have your factions, and their variations of tools that you can deploy to defeat your enemy, and manipulate the map and make your armies and fight each other. I think Halo Wars does a good job on a lot of the basic aspects of the game, but because of the limitations of the hardware that they deployed Halo Wars on, I think they made mechanics that serve more of a detriment to the gameplay and like to the awesomeness that Halo Wars could have been. What I mean is, there was a mechanic, right, where if you have a base, your troop limit, when you have one base, let's say your troop limit is 12, you could have 12 different units of troops, but not every troop is worth one troop number, like one capacity. If you have a Warthog, it's like 2. If you have a tank, it's like 5. So I can have 2 tanks and like 2 and a Warthog, and that's my whole army if I have one base, right? That's like how the mechanic works, kind of. And these numbers aren't exact, so off the top of my head. I think that mechanic alone kills a lot of how fun the game could be, because you don't get the sense of overwhelming victory when you're beating, like when you're completing. In the campaign, it does this too, but you get a lot of help from like the scenarios, so kind of not. But for sure in multiplayer, you don't get that overwhelming victory sense. Like, I have this big ass army, I get to take over the map, and like I could sandbox it afterwards if I want to, which you kind of can't. I think you can in Wars, but it doesn't feel the same. Like, now I have bases all over the map and my army's big, but then there's an overall capacity on how many troops can exist on the map too. And I think that's just, again, the hardware, software, and limitations. However, the story is cool as fuck. The cutscenes are awesome as shit. Like, let's do this. Look, let me just go here. This is mostly for you, Jalen, because you said you didn't play Wars. So I think this is gonna go chronologically. I don't know. I've never seen this. This is cutscene from Halo Wars, bro.
Sergeant. Lieutenant? Take care of those elites. He's mine. Let's go.
Bro, like, what? Damn,
Yeah,
trigger
that's
finger out the ass,
insanity.
bro. Oh my god.
Like the rest
He just unloaded a clip.
So this is the Arbiter before the one that we know, by the way.
Yeah.
discipline.
It's insane to see like other Spartans.
Oh,
and
you
just
know
see that
what?
they're
I just realized. Watch videos fast. That's why. Like, I don't see what the real time speed. He still did that fast as shit, bro. Yo, he punched the shit out of it. All right. I'm too entertained.
There will be no female to save you this time. Look me in the eye and say that. As you wish. My face will be the last thing your pathetic eyes ever see. And for
Bro,
the
like
record,
what?
I would have kicked your ass the first time if the lady hadn't stopped me.
He just throws them off like, oh, bye bye.
Sir, it's all
His
right.
body just became a fucking
Bro, like
fucking debris.
this shit was mad cool to me. Like playing, like it's honestly hella underrated as a story. So
I
for
think
me,
like I hate RTS games, but I do
Yeah.
think that both games are good RTS games.
like it's a well-made RTS game. Like the shit is well balanced. The units are fun. There's a lot of diversity. When you
Is it-
understand the mechanic of the base building shit, like you
Yeah.
and like playing around it still annoys me like just being conscious that it exists that way. But it's fun regardless, you know? And them able to manage that and make it work on a console, right? Because also the perspective of Halo Wars is very zoomed in as opposed to a traditional
Yeah.
large scale war RTS. A lot of people would think about something on the terms of StarCraft, which is a RTS, but that's more of a micromanaging RTS, and I guess they kind of all are. I don't know how to articulate what I mean by it, but if you look at Supreme Commander, like what I learned RTS games on, and then you look at Halo Wars, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. Actually, let me put that to perspective for you. Supreme Commander. All right, Supreme Commander 2 is a bad example because that one's like real close to it. But like Forge Alliance and OG is good. Forge Alliance is what a lot of the community still plays on because it has the same scale and there's a mod. There's a lot of Forge Alliance has the bigger community base, and then the modding you can make it like the OG game anyways. But let's do
The
this.
first 5 minutes of a game.
I'm gonna mute this. But like he's saying, that's a good point. First 5 minutes of game, like the beginning of the game, you have your one unit, right? And then up here, this is your resources. This one unit, how you start the game, he's generating resources for you. This is your mass and this is your energy. Mass is mass, so you're taking the environment, converting it to shit that you can use. These little nodes right here is where you can build mass extractors and get shit. Later, what you can do is build a lot of energy plants and then have mass fabricators, which works like you can put them anywhere, but there's a mechanic where you build them close to each other and it like makes them more efficient. And you turn your energy into mass as well. So that's how you get mass. And you need mass to build shit, right? So you start off, you have your one guy, this is your Supreme Commander, name of the game. And what the fuck? How what is this? Oh. You start off, look, he's building his mass extractors. Now you build a base. Your base, you start splitting out these little units. These are your engineers. And then right here, this is your tech levels. You have tech level 1, tech level 2, tech level 3. To get to up a tech level, you click this button right here. You're upgrading the base. And then when you upgrade the base, your engineers, he's on the build tab. You can build tech level 2 engineers, and then they have new shit, better mass fabricators and stuff. And that's pretty much the game. So what it looks like by the end of the game is this is the map, right? So you can see like what the units are. He's still in tech 1. 25 minutes in. That's kind of crazy. At least tech 2, my guy. I don't even get to see like combat. But right, it gets bigger, and you can see like you would see enemy units coming in. This is the vision mechanic. And you have scouts that have like bigger things. There's a scout right here. No, it's not. I actually don't remember what the icon for scouts are anymore. But yeah. Then you go to Halo Wars. I'm aware, baby. I'm streaming right now. I'm doing. I guess seeing some campaign. Okay. So this is like close to max zoom out in Halo Wars. Like it doesn't get bigger than this. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it felt like to me. Like I felt like the scale was just limited. I couldn't have the big awesome battles. They still kind of happen when you're in the story.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is more akin to like Command and Conquer and stuff like that, where it's like,
Yeah, like you see this, like the animations are really cool. Like
or like like literal country fault, like what I mean. But I think that's like better. Like I like streamlined. Like I don't like RTSs. Not that I hate them. I just don't enjoy like not actively doing something.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
what's cool about this though, like it is a more ease of access, like easier to digest. Like the more casual player could get into this game easier. They did make a lot of the mechanics not complicated, you know. Like if I wanted to grab one guy, I hover my cursor, I press A, and he's selected, and I can tell him what to do. Want to grab all of them? I can hold A and just like a paintbrush and like circle it, and I select all of them. You know, like opens up a circle, and I can grab them. So it was cool. And then being this close to the zoom, being able to watch the animations, like sometimes there's unique interactions. You'll have Marines versus like some elites, and they'll literally run over and like start duking it out on screen, and that's really cool to see. So it makes it like visually appealing, but I feel like the scale is smushed. And yeah, that's the caveat for me that I dislike. Anyways, I talked about Halo Wars for a lot now. So for me, I'll put Halo Wars. I'll put it in A. Would I put Halo Wars better than Halo 3? No. I'll do that. Halo Wars 2 or Halo Reach is our next game. Halo Wars 2 is way later. I don't know. For some reason, I thought it was Spartan Strike and Spartan Assault. All right, Halo Reach. This is your John. I don't have a lot to say about this game. I have a lot of hours on it. I never reached max level multiplayer. I really liked Infected. Infected in Halo Reach was so good, so good. I loved this game. I think the map design was really good, except for that one stupid ass fucking map in Forge World. I always fall off the map. That shit was weird. There was cool multiplayer interactions. The Forge World in Reach was goated, and like campaign was elite. Albeit, my one gripe about Halo Reach's campaign is discouragement of exploring the map. That fucking irritated me the whole game. With like they had secrets in the game, but you weren't able to explore a lot anyways. Yeah, and you're right, it's not the point. But like as a story, as a campaign, when you're not playing to explore and be like autistic, how I play my Halo games, it was phenomenal. Story was good,
like,
and it has the space combat level, which is just I just want to, god damn, that shit is so cool. All right, you got it, bro.
Reach, my hands down, be one of the best games of all time ever made. It's just a beautiful product. Hold on,
He's about to cry.
Yes, crying. Anyway, there's just so much that like I can say about this game that you just can't not say about it. Campaign beautifully written, especially like as a prequel. Like I don't think it's hard to make a prequel, especially like in this, like for what this prequel is, like for what it is, it just makes sense, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And people always like they had the question, like, you know, how, like, not how does he get Cortana, but like, you know, just weird things that like the campaign does that shows like, you know, Cortana was meant for Chief. Like that shit was destiny. Like it was gonna happen regardless. But like seeing like how we got to that point and just seeing like when you're playing like fucking Halo and Halo 2 and 3 and whatever, you know, you just hear the recalls of like they talk about Reach and like shit that happened before, and you're just always like, damn, like I wonder what happened. Like, you know, the shit's glassed, but you want to know like how everything got to that point.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's just so good, and like it's great that they just thought of like, you know what, all original characters, because there's no ties. Like they don't need to.
Well, kind of. I'm pretty sure Reach is the first time you see what Halsey looks like.
Yeah. But besides like her, you know, but that's what I'm saying. Like the way that it's set up, like everything just makes sense. Like some of the best like campaign missions I've ever played, like each death just hits you. Each death, and then as it keeps going, like you're not Chief, but you're somebody. Like you're somebody that from off rip they're like, nah, like you're not him, but you're him also. Like you're him. You're him. He's also him. Maybe you could have been him too. Like, you know, like Noble Six is just, you know, hyper lethal. Whatever. Like, it's cool. It's cool to like, you know, silent pro tag, like whatever. And just the tragedy of the story is just beautiful. Like a lot of people just like, you know, pain, despair, like there's a beauty in all of it, you know. From happiness to sun ray, like you have to have bad days to have good days, but that shit is a continuous bad day in that game. Multiplayer, just a lot of the like changes that I think were some people like have grapes about, you know, like having abilities that are on a loadout, more loadouts instead of, you know, like base, you
I
know, like a base
forgot
multiplayer.
Halo Reach
arcade.
had loadouts. Yeah.
Not like it depends, like what you mean though. They
It
weren't
did,
like created loadouts.
Yeah, it wasn't.
but
It wasn't
was,
like I could pick what gun I spawned with, but it was like, oh, do you
pick
want
your
the jetpack or the
gun.
sprint? Yeah, I forgot about that.
But I felt like though, you know, though people might have thought that was weird because like again, like for Halo, you play multiplayer, you're supposed to all be at base. The skill is what you go pick up. You fight to get it, you know, power weapons. Just like Gears, you know, like we're all the same. Maybe there's just a little difference in like what we use, but like the game was so fun to have different abilities, different ways to play. It wasn't we all played this way. Somebody armor locks, we have armor lock memes like you know, like armor lock was like a nuisance until you got better and you realized like you can beat it, like
Yeah.
just whatever. Like health bubble, like all that, like you know, it was fun to play against different things and overcome it. You know, somebody's using a jetpack, like it's audible, and you look up and a motherfucker, you're literally fucking. Is it no? It's Willem Dafoe, like the fucking that movie where he was looking up. Like it's literally like it's just such a fun game. I think it has some of the craziest like map designs. Like if I wish I knew them, like for how much I love the game, I wish I knew them like off the top of my head. But the one where you're literally, I'll take the time to look it up.
Hold on, give me a
Because-
second. I'm gonna go check on Gabby because she did come in. I felt very dismissive, like I'm reflecting. I don't want to go.
You're fine. Halo Reach, my baby. Oh my god, Sword Base, bro. Z, like, oh my god, these maps, like, Reflection, like, so. Maybe I should wait till he comes back to really get into this. Oh my god, like I knew it, like.
Oh, you're here now. We're hanging out now. So what happened, Brody?
I was saying like I guess maybe I should stream just to add to my point. Like
Oh, Gabby wants me to. We gotta go 9-9 in like the next 10 minutes. So.
yeah, I'm
but-
tired too, to be honest.
Oh,
But
I
like
heard
you
that,
got
heard that.
maps like fucking like oh my god, like Boardwalk, like such a like, and it's weird. It's not like it's not a traditional like map design. It's
Mhm.
not like for Halo being considered like an arena shooter. Like it's weird. It's more long than boxed in like most arena shooters are, where you're trying to meet in the middle. Like yeah, you can meet in the middle in this, but it was cool. Like you had your little high ground battles. You fought on stairs. You had that little fucking dish that people would jump to get on top of, and it was like a weird high ground. Like it was such a weird. It was just such a weird design, but it was fun. Like you had fucking Countdown, which was like a vertical. It was an arena. It was arena shaped. It's a circle. Like you want to meet in the middle, but most of the fun was like on the outside compared to the middle. Like it was vertical. You hop in the lifts. You go first floor, second floor. Like you're doing whatever. You have fucking Sword Base. Like you have Sword Base, which is just. I don't even know how to explain it. Like I want to say it's like escalators and elevators of just like you fight anywhere, everywhere, and then you have Reflection, which I feel like is like a true pure arena shooting map.
Oh
like-
yeah.
Like I feel like like, and it's beautiful. I think it's one of the most beautiful. Like it's not even beautiful in a sense of like nature and whatever. It's just like aesthetically like pleasing. It's like so like clean. It's like what you expect the future to looks like. What to look like. Like it's
What
it's
is
insane.
these?
I mean, like on the innovation side, like there's not too much that it changes. I mean, I think Forge just got unbelievably upgraded.
Oh my god, Forge
I mean,
World.
I mean, like, you know, I don't even think it introduced new weapons because, you know, it's a prequel. I mean, I don't know if the needle rifle was in this game. Well, in
It was.
previous games before this.
No.
Yeah.
This game it dropped. I mean, it
So,
might
I
have
was
been
gonna
ODST,
say,
but I don't remember it there.
Which, I mean, like, was cool. I also thought that the Forerunner weapons got put in this game.
Oh, Halo 4 is when they dropped.
Oh, yeah, it is Halo 4, that's right. Because that was the whole thing. It was like you had 3 now.
Mm-hmm.
You had fucking Covenant, whatever, yeah. But,
It was
like,
the Promethean weapons.
yeah, Prometheus, yeah. Like, it's just... I can't, like... I love the game. I honestly, like...
But like here, right? Like for
Not-
sure. Like this is what we're doing.
Honestly, like I said, it's my favorite Halo to ever be made. But it can be anywhere. As long as it's S, like, it's whatever. To me, I think it's the best campaign in the entire Halo series, and I love 2 with all my heart. Like I said, 2, if for Master Chief, like, for sure. But Halo Reach, for who I am as a person, writing-wise, plot, like, that final battle on Reach before it gets glassed, and you just hear the music, and the fucking Noble Six's helmet's still there, and it's just shown, like, after the years, like... It's just beautiful, and how important Reach is to the rest of the series, because like it is the prequel, but it sets everything up. Like is just great. It's just perfect. It's a perfect game to me.
Yeah,
I love.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, I just love when story games just hit me in the things. I love violence, I love death, but I love when a lot of shit like Berserk, like a lot of shit that you see just it comes into question of like
fucking
what you're looking at.
It was Kate, right? Kate.
Oh, Cat.
Cat. It was Cat.
Yeah. Like, you know,
Yeah,
unexpected.
That shit.
Unexpected just
fucking gut punch.
Just fucking Carter sacrificing, like everybody sacrificing.
It was like, yo, like you're about to really start to get to knowing this character too. Like that's how it felt. It really felt like we're like, oh, like it's gonna be like her character arc, and then it just happens. You're like, huh.
Honestly, it's insane because like what's happening during the time, like you would never. I felt like they did it so perfect that you would never guess that it was gonna happen because she's talking, but there's no like, oh, we're getting like sentimental. There's no emotional thing. She's just talking about the mission, and she's snapping because you know she's the brains of the whole team.
Yeah,
she's just listing everything, and is just done. And you're like, bro, like you thought like she's about to explain what the mission is and what you're about to do, and like, nah, like it was just it. Like that was it for her, out of nowhere. And you just feel like I feel like for every death, like you really get personalized with these characters. Like when you're Chief, like. You know, like it's you by yourself. Like there are characters, you know, that you meet, like whatever. But this game was like you had your squad and you just kept losing, and it felt like every time you did it, like the game just got like you know when you have like when things in your life are changing and you're seeing something like less friends, like less something where you're like, damn, like this is depressing. Like it's just gut punching you every mission, every time. Like when I'm like. From Cat to Emil to like when it's just you and Carter and he's like,
is it Emil or Emil? I thought it was Emil. The pronunciation.
Maybe it's Emil. I've always said Emil, but maybe it is Emil. I don't.
His was my favorite, by the way.
Like his death or like
yeah.
Oh yeah, like sacrificing himself and just pushing you at that whole mission is. That's what I'm saying. Like each mission, it got to the point where you're like, damn, like this is fucking. I mean, this came out before Akame got killed, but it's like you know when you're expecting people to die like all the time, but it didn't matter. Like every time it happened, it still was just insane. Like for him, when you're playing that mission and you're just on the fucking. You're on the fucking.
Yo,
the
and you know what?
ship,
Narratively, it's so good too. Because now that I'm thinking about it. When like the reason you stayed is to shoot off the Covenant so that the Pillar of Autumn it better be the Pillar of Autumn or I'm gonna get mad. My Halo lore brain isn't good no more. Yeah. Hold on. Let me make sure. Ship at the end of Halo Reach.
It has to be the Pillar of Autumn because it's when you start on. Well, maybe it's not.
Unidentified colony ship.
I guess.
I guess
not.
it's just a colony ship. Oh, interesting. Anyway, so that the ship can leave. That was like the story was telling you like, oh, all these sacrifices are gonna happen so that you can finish doing what you're doing, and your mission was to bring Halsey to the ship, or I said Halsey, bring Cortana to the ship, and then you do that, and now it's your time to make that sacrifice so that the ship can get away, so that you can contribute, like you can make that ultimate sacrifice to the mission. You know what I mean? Like the storytelling, if you looked at it objectively, you'd be able to get that, but when you're experiencing it, it doesn't even cross your mind. You're like, oh, like this is, yeah, just goated with the sauce.
Like even when you leave June or John, when you leave him with fucking keys, like even like you're just still like damn, like you're like damn, like everybody, like we were together, now we're separated, and it's by death. And you know John being like, he's the one that they like, he holds on to Cortana, right?
At the end, I don't remember.
I thought, or because I thought it was, that's when you're on the level where it's like all ice and shit, and then fucking he stays with because he's the only one who survives. Oh, and fucking
We're
forgot
probably gonna
about George.
have to bring this back. Yeah, George died on the space level.
Yeah, I think that's who I was thinking of instead of Emil. Or,
Emil kind of the same thing, because I know what you mean though. George like kicked you off, like, and then the big ass explosion.
That's the level I was talking
Emil's
about.
Emil's was kind of. I wonder if Emil's was that same way, or if I'm forgetting. But I know Emil was just like up there fighting the Covenant, and then it shows him with the shotgun, like trashing a couple of the elites, and you see him get stabbed. But I don't remember if it was like,
I
oh,
remember,
like you go ahead, I'm gonna hold
stabbed.
it down here. I don't remember if it was like that or not.
Yeah, he gets stabbed, and then he takes the fucking elite with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Carter dies before Emil, because he crashes the Pelican into the Scarab.
Yeah. That's a cool fun fact about Halo Reach. There's no active enemy scarabs like in the game.
Yeah,
they're all scripted. That's cool. Hot take for me for Halo 4. I think Halo 4 is better than Halo 3.
Now I'm gonna say, for me, I played the campaign, but I was super into the multiplayer for it.
But not like overall, just on this list. Like in general, this is where I would put Halo 4. And I think when we come back and do this again, Halo 3 is gonna end up here. But this position, I would put Halo 4 here.
I think that Halo 4 is an underrated game. I think that it does a lot. Like again, like we talked about the Promethean weapons,
bro,
and I feel like
the
it was
multiplayer.
I think
the
it was
multiplayer was only improved upon. Yeah, it was very well polished. Like the physics, like it worked well, right? The classes, like being able to set up your classes, having skins on the guns, like that was just the trend in gaming. Anyways, and the skins in Halo 4, like the cosmetics, it was whatever. But the leveling system in multiplayer was really cool. You get a new title every time you hit, what was it, like 10 levels? You get to switch your title and unlock the armor set for it. I didn't like the customization, because the customization was like they kind of butchered it. Like Halo 3 was cool. Halo Reach was goated. The customization of this Spartan, and the Halo 4 was just weird. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't as good as Halo Reach. I gotta get off. So yeah, we'll finish on Halo 4. But I felt that I had a lot of fun with it. I think the story, like I don't think the story was that good.
No.
But I think the storytelling was very good. It felt like I was watching a movie and the game kept getting in the way. If that makes sense. Right? So like I think the storytelling, like the relaying the information to the player, they did a really good job. However, it just wasn't fun to play. Like Promethean enemies weren't fun to fight. There's no flood in the game, I don't think, like in the campaign.
Yeah, I don't think that, because isn't it in 3? No, not 3. Yeah, not yet. Isn't it in 3? Like
in 3, like you like obliterated pretty much all of them. Like there hasn't been flood since Halo Halo 3 and ODST maybe. I don't remember if they're splitting
Because I
ODST.
thought that was the whole. Wasn't that the whole point? Like the Arbiter. Well, I don't know if that's the whole point. The Arbiter, but I remember there's like a part where the Covenant started like helping you because they're like,
Yeah.
bro, the Flood is like this shit is too much, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like this shit is too crazy.
The Covenant start
We-
helping you. The flood even helps you at the end to
Yeah.
But yeah. Of course, they're gonna Anyways, Halo 4 was really good. The multiplayer was good. The game was polished. Like it was well made. It just they had a lot of bad decision making in the development of the game that made it not do well. But the
Yeah. I
graphics
think Halo
were
4 could have.
excellent.
Yeah, I think Halo 4, like, if done perfectly, could have been the best Halo that we ever got.
Yeah. Also, Forge and Halo 4 was really fucking good too.
Yeah. Like I said, I think it's like the Halo Reach Forge, just a little, like, little, like,
For this list,
improvement.
just because it is a comparative list, once again, like just to establish that fact, I don't think Halo 4 is bad, but there's so many like shortcomings about it with the feel of the game, different levels and stuff that just not appealing. Like it definitely started losing the Halo IP. Like
I think the campaign being so mid is what drops it down, because
Yeah,
I said
like
I
the core
had fun on the multiplayer a lot.
the core identity of this game isn't this. Like Halo
That's
4
what I think.
isn't this.
I think Halo 4 like has an identity crisis. It just
yeah,
isn't.
that's the
like,
best way to describe it.
It's Halo, but it feels like, is it Halo? Like it's like I don't know. It's like when you go like from Frosted Flakes to cornflakes, like, but not that egregious. But I kind of fuck with cornflakes. You feel me? But like, it's not like that. Like you're just missing like something. Like you add sugar to cornflakes, and you're like, this is literally Frosted Flakes, and it's just
For me, it's
like-
Fruity Pebbles and Apple Jacks. Like you're trying to do the same thing, but you changed it more than you needed to. You know, those are two different things. But that kind of idea is what I get from Halo 4. Like you don't know what you want to do all
yeah.
the way. Yeah, so I'll put Halo 4 there, but probably gonna call it. I feel like there was one more thing I went. Oh. What's up, my guy? Dang, you came in at the very end of the stream. We're doing his tier list. We're gonna come back probably tomorrow and finish this up in the evening, maybe. What was I gonna say? Oh, my thing about Halo 4, why I put it so high is, again, I can't harp on how well the game worked. Like if I wanted to play co-op with people, they had the daily challenges. I didn't feel like I had to grind my whole life away to complete challenges and level up. Like it was just, oh, here's a challenge, you can get all this XP from it. You can do it if you want. You don't need to do it. And leveling up didn't fucking matter anyways. It was just to, get the next cosmetic. Maybe there was like some options that you had to unlock, and I feel like that's true because I remember wanting to unlock the Promethean sidearm, the pistol, in my classes, because when you charge it up and shot up close, it was a one-shot kill, and having that just ready as a sidearm as an option was really good. But aside from that, like once you hit like level 60, you had everything like for multiplayer unlocked, and the rest of the leveling up to 150 was optional. It was all cosmetics. Secondly, I kind of like tangented away from this, but if I wanted to do a campaign mission with a friend online to complete anything, it would work. Like I could just, oh, here's the mission, here's my buddy, and then you hop in and you do it. It did not have split screen though, so when I remembered that, yeah, I didn't want to put it in A anymore, so I'll put Halo 4 there. Do you agree with this?
Yeah, I was gonna say like originally I would have put it as B because like I said, it feels like the opposite of what I can't really think of like the game. I would say it's the opposite of, but I felt like its shortcoming is what gives Halo the identity is like, though like the other day we talked about how Halo is like, I was like Halo like the multiplayer like it was gonna do good without the campaign though it wouldn't be what it is. It doesn't have the identity like the brand like
Yeah,
you see the Spartan and you know who that Spartan is like. It would be
this definitely
different.
was Master Chief for sure. Like the cutscenes, the marketing for this was good. It was great. And then when
I
you got
think
into
the
it,
marketing was insane. Yeah,
it just wasn't
like,
fucking
it was-
this. It wasn't
like-
this. It's.
No.
Like, I feel
think,
like
though,
it
the marketing
belongs over
works-
here on a different screen, like on a different monitor.
I think the marketing worked so well for this game too because we went from ODST, which came out 2009. Check real quick.
I had it pulled up. Let me see.
2000. No, that's 3. And then ODST came out in 2009, like 2 years after 3, right? So you get ODST in 2009, right? And then you get Halo Reach in 2010.
Halo 4 is
And then
2012.
yeah, so you go 3 years of no Master Chief. Like, you know, the main game that's out like is Reach for a couple years, and
No, it was
you're
5 years, bro. 07, because Halo 3 was 07.
You said, bro, but ODST. That's what I'm saying. Like, well, like, but I'm saying like you're playing Halo 3 that time. Like, I'm saying when the game comes out, right? When ODST comes out and people are playing it, like you're not Master Chief. Then you play Reach, you're not Master Chief. You're Noble 6, right? So
Oh,
like
you're
from
saying in certain,
2009,
like from the game releases. Yeah, okay, 2000. Okay.
yeah, like from 2009 to 2012, like you're not Chief, right? But 2012 comes out, they're like, yo, it's Halo 4. Like, fuck the trilogy. Like, we're not done. He's fucking back. And that's what I feel like is like a big part of like what also boosted the game. Like, I don't think the game had even sold bad. I mean, I don't think any Halo probably sold bad. I mean, if you compare it to like maybe its most selling and like or like whatever. But I know like Halo 4 was something that like everybody played just to hear like he came back. Because it's like Halo Reach was so good. Like now, what are we gonna do with him being back? But that's why I think the identity crisis comes at. I also think like too is just the timing of like games at the time. A lot of shit was just, you know. I think that 2012 is like the beginning of like the multiplayer like craze where like gaming needs to be multiplayer focused, where like all right, a campaign's cool, like they can be good, but like I think campaigns were starting to turn more into passion projects compared to where most of the development was multiplayer focused.
Yo,
Yeah.
I just saw something that's kind of crazy. Okay, I saw something that said that Halo 5 Guardians was the highest selling Halo game, and I was like,
Maybe at like launch or something like that.
huh?
Like it might have been a certain time, or it might have been the fastest to reach like a certain mark.
Halo launched. Oh yeah, because every Xbox came with Halo. I think the OG one. I don't really remember how that worked. Actually, this doesn't. I don't understand how to digest this information. But anyway, I gotta go to bed, man. We'll tap back into this, finish our list, talking about it. We'll get through these games and make it. See you stream.
Mm.
That's a whole different input though.
Are you ready?
Oh no, it's the same button. Okay, yeah.
Next one up. We can kind of do these together. It was Spartan Assault and Spartan Strike. I have played both. Spartan Strike I played even less than Spartan Assault, and Spartan Assault it felt like what it was. It felt like a mobile game. Like it wasn't a whole lot to it. It was just, you know, top down, enemies come, you can like go get the little power-ups and shit. Like it was cool. I liked it. It felt very arcadey. I didn't think there was anything wrong with it. I think as a mobile game, it felt entertaining, but it didn't feel like a mobile game either. Like how do I say this? Like when I think about a mobile game, I think about like Clash Royale, think about Doodle Jump, you know, Subway Surfer, shit like that. The replayability and the simpleness of it. This felt like I had to give it actual time investment. The levels weren't like long, but you know what I mean? Like I had to lock in a little bit to play the game. Like I had to pay attention to what I was doing, and I couldn't be like as casual as I could with something like Doodle Jump. So that I feel like is the ease of access because of that style.
Yeah.
Is maybe a little bit off-putting, especially people who aren't in Halo games, and then you got like all this Halo shit in your face, and it's like, you know, trying to be its own identity at the same time. But it's a mobile game. You know what I mean? Like how do I quantify where they should go on the list?
Say honestly, I've not played either. Like I know they exist, but I've never played either.
I'm gonna just like I do play a lot of mobile games, like a lot. Like I don't know how I feel about it. It kind of like it didn't leave an impression on me, which I guess means it's kind of bad, right?
I mean, I would say that.
Alright, that makes sense. I'll put them. I'll put them both in E tier. Not because they're bad, but because of what they are. I think that makes sense. All right, now we got this one. I think this one's very controversial.
I've only played the multiplayer. And to be honest, to me, it was cool, like it was whatever, but it didn't feel like Halo.
Oh, I forgot. There's one other redeeming factor about Halo 4 that I forgot all about. But let me think if it was this game or let me actually look it up. What game did I'm pretty sure it was Halo 4. Was Halo 4. All right, yeah, Spartan Ops. Spartan Ops was actually really fucking cool. And it was fun. It was like extra story, but like
Yeah.
kind of like DLC, but it was free. Like you didn't have to pay for Spartan Ops. It was just, oh, here you go. Here's some more story. Like here's what's happening after or like on the side. I think it was kind of like those missions in Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3,
Yeah.
Special Ops, Spec Ops. What were they called? Special Ops. What were
Yeah,
those called?
Spec Ops.
Spec Ops.
And MW2 and 3.
Yeah. So Halo 4 had that, and people sleep on it, but they were good. That was fun. Okay, Halo 5.
I said I only played the multiplayer. A lot of people like that game. Like it was fun, like whatever. It didn't feel like Halo to me.
Yeah,
So I like kind of resented it.
they added a lot of movement shit. The multiplayer was fun though. I think the multiplayer was really fun. I loved playing Fiesta in this game because it had so much weapon variety and the OP versions of every gun. Like every weapon was OP, and when you got a legendary tier of any weapon, it was busted. The fucking plasma pistol was a black hole. The sword, the energy sword, turned you invisible and you were fast. The gravity hammer was a gravity wave. What else was fucking crazy? The rocket launcher was like super tracking, mad fast. It was a fucking laser. It was like a mini Spartan laser, bro. Oh, the legendary Spartan. There were Spartan lasers in this game. I don't remember if the Spartan lasers were in Halo 4. I think they were, but I don't remember. I think they were though. Pretty sure they were. Anyways, the Spartan laser, the like track, like the little red dot when you're charging it up. The legendary version of it, that dot did damage. The Nornfang, fucking sniper rifle explosive. Yeah, I think the weapons was just really fun to play with in a sandbox. Get into a Fiesta game, get something broken, and just have a whole lot of fun. Warzone was really cool. The big team. Warzone was the big team battles kind of, but the big team battles was also really cool. Being able to like overtime, get your little like resource to use better shit to redeem them. The only thing that kind of made it bad was having to unlock packs to get cool legendary shit, and then it's like they're all consumables. So it made it feel like you wanted to save all your cool shit, but then you want to use your cool shit too. Like everybody else is having cool shit. It did have that fucking what do you call that, loot box system, pay to win. It did have a weird pay to win system, which is so distasteful, but it was fun. It was fun.
I mean, I don't see why people really hate loot boxes because it was like a free cosmetic for whatever.
But in this game,
like for what we have now,
like in this game in Warzone, the like having good shit. Because how do I explain the thing? It's like you get like 10 blocks on the top, right? Like say literally this tier list.
Yeah.
Say it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 instead of letters, and you start the game and you have like 1 and 2, and 1 and 2 lets you get fucking a pistol or an assault rifle, and then 2 is like you can use like an assault rifle with a better sight or something, and then a plasma pistol to like spawn with. Like you can spawn with all this shit, but then when you get to like 6, oh, now I can spawn with a beam rifle, or I can spawn with a rocket hog, and then when I get to 10, I can have just like legendary shit. And it was
Yeah.
also like armor upgrades that you could get too. So what people would do, and one of the really cool ones was you would get the speed boost, like ×3 speed boost, and then get the invisible sword and just be running around the map faster than like mongooses and slicing people, and you're invisible.
Yeah.
So like that. Like it was really cool and really fun, but not everybody had the ×3 speed boost and the legendary sword because it came out of packs and there was rarities to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like a kind of indirect pay to win system. But I agree with you too. Loot boxes for cosmetics is cool, especially when they're free. Like O-Dubs 1, that was cool.
Oh yeah, like OW is fucking perfect.
Oh, and also Halo 5 campaign was ass.
Yeah, like I remember that was something like a lot of people, even like during trailers and stuff. Even like during the trailer and stuff, I was like, this is kind of like weird. What was his name? Spartan Locke.
Yeah, it
Whatever.
was Locke, Tanaka, Buck. Fuck was the other chick's name? I don't know. Tanaka was cool though, because in campaign, if you were like player 2, you had she was just faster. Like it had like unique things about them. I think Linda like always had more ammo or some shit. Like they did have like unique things to them, but it wasn't enough to make it a cool impact. Like Tanaka was faster, but not that much, you know. There was cool things about the story, like Easter eggs that people found, but it was like just wasn't fun. Like even the levels that were supposed to be epic, they weren't memorable. Like all Prometheans. I think the Guardian shit was pretty cool. Like the big ass things, and the one level when you're like running down the back of a Guardian. Like the set pieces were badass, but the gameplay didn't match how cool the set pieces were.
Yeah.
I feel like it was a lot like Devil May Cry 2. Like it is that, but it's not that at the same time, you know? Like even though the setting was right, the execution was bad. But I would put it at least C tier just because of the multiplayer. Oh, and Halo 5 Forge was good.
So I literally only played, and I probably wasn't even that long from what I remember. Like I just remember like sprinting, like this is before fucking I'm on PC,
remember,
like
right?
sprinting like regularly, just regular sprinting, whatever. And I was like, all right, like whatever. This isn't a bad change. Universal sprinting, like
Yeah.
like none of this is like bad. I just remember I was never gonna really be interested in the story, and I kind of felt like my assessment was like that validated from how I heard people, like other people, speak about it. So I don't know. I said, I mean,
I can't put it in the same tier as Halo 4. Like it actually doesn't feel right. It's just the
I think it's
multiplayer
below.
was yeah, right? Like the multiplayer was all it had. Like Halo 4 at least had a story that was enjoyable to some degree. This like I almost didn't want to finish the story, but I did because it was Halo. And you know, I think because of this game is the reason I still haven't finished Infinite. Like I don't know the rest of the story of Halo Infinite. I haven't beaten the game yet.
I've never played the story. I played a little bit. Like this is like where I'm like, I don't want to say I'm falling out of love with Halo, but I guess so. Like this is like where like Halo's not important to me enough like to play anymore.
All right, I got you right now. I'll catch you up. Halo 4. You know what? Now I barely fucking remember. I'm pretty sure
Man, I remember Halo 4.
Halo 3,
Not that much, but
you get Cortana back at the end, finishing the fight. You end up on that weird ass Forerunner like tripod. Then Halo 4 starts off. I remember at the beginning of the game, you're like in some debris. And you're looking for Cortana? No. I remember what Halo 4 is about. All right. Halo 4, Cortana wakes you up. She's like, yo, like all this shit, like stuff's happening. What the fuck? Like, we need you. And then she's acting weird, and she's like, "Hey, yo!" So pretty much she's going rampant. Like they retconned AI lore and said like, "Oh, after 7 years, they use the number 7, try to be all cool, Bungie number 7, right? Whatever. After 7 years, AI start deteriorating and they go rampant, and they have to be like decommissioned." So then the whole game, you're going, "Oh nah, like I'm not gonna let that happen, Master Chief." He's like, "Fuck no, like that's my main John, like it's my homie." Ride or die for the homies. It's respectable. You find out some lore. You find out about this dude called the Didact. He's a he's a forerunner dude that like got woken up somehow because the Covenant kept fucking with shit. And oh, you're cool with the elites, by the way. So you find out no, you're not cool with the elites yet. You're not cool with the Sangali yet. But some shit happened with the Covenant, and they're in like a civil war. Like the Sangali are fighting against the Covenant, but also like kind of with the humans too, but not really. It's weird. They're fighting amongst themselves. And then the Didact's wife wakes up also, and she has a name. I forget her name, like her title thing. I'll call her the Didactress. She wakes up and she's like, "Oh yeah, you know, you were meant to be, like you were programmed," which is both literal but also kind of like some like destiny shit. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it was your destiny to be the thing. Like you are the Reclaimer. Not only because
Yeah.
Master Chief was like fabricated to some degree, but it's just like prophesized type shit. And she does like some weird force jutsu on him, and it's supposed to make him more resistant to the Didact, and she like advanced his DNA or some shit. They never really explain what she actually did to him. I'm curious about that. What did wait, hold on. First, what is the Didact's wife name? The Librarian. Okay. The Librarian did what to Master Chief in Halo 4? She sped up Chief's evolutionary process, which makes no sense. Oh, this is what she looks like, by the way. She's weird. She looks like a male version of what's the dude's name from Harry Potter?
Sadly,
Leaving.
Oh,
Yeah.
Voldemort.
Yeah, Voldemort.
you must not allow it.
Leaving.
To return,
So pretty much
encrypted your entire race. Such
some shit because the Forerunners, like with the flood, the rings and shit. When they did the like reset the galaxy, John, something with the DNA is like programmable, and yeah, I don't know what the fuck speed up evolutionary process means. It's literally like in that scene, like she like levitates him. What she evolved? The Librarian gave the newly devolved human Geass. A Geass is a hidden genetic template that can be used as a guide to pull someone a certain way. In the books, Chief describes this as just intuitively knowing which forerunner glyph to press on a control panel on Alpha Halo. The Librarian basically planted directions for us to follow naturally. Halsey, for example, was almost compulsory pulled towards AI. The process she created helped improve human AI significantly. Sure, all she did was unlock his full potential as a human being. Okay, I get it. So she pretty much got what Krillin and Gohan got from the Elder Namekian on Namek. They unlocked your potential. Literally that. You got a little mini power up. Yeah, so that happens, and then Cortana's going crazy, and then the end of it, it's like some shit with the AI, like it's like some weird shit. Like you're fighting a Didact, somehow you win, like you like blow up a plasma grenade in his face, and he falls into like some Forerunner technology core and gets like assimilated or some shit. Like he gets like disintegrated for sure. Like he falls into like, you know, like when the numbers are flowing in the Matrix on the screen, and it's just numbers.
Yeah.
He pretty much falls into the equivalent of a blender of that, and so does a Cortana somehow. But then you're like a pocket dimension where Cortana, and she has a physical form, and then she puts her hands on Chief, and she's like, "Yeah, I finally get to touch you." and she's still all naked and shit. It's actually kind of a weird cutscene. Think about it now. But she's still blue. Like she didn't get skin, so it's not that weird.
Yeah.
And then she vanishes. So then Halo 5 starts, and you're buddy with the Sangali now. And they mention female Sangali in the story. They like there's a voice line about the Arbiter even let some of the females into his ranks, which is cool. I think that's actually like pretty badass. And that whole story in Halo 5 is when Cortana got assimilated, she gained a whole bunch of Forerunner knowledge and started calling all the AI, even Covenant, even Banished AI, like calling them all together and activating these things on the planets called Guardians. I forget what the purpose of the Guardians was, but something to make sure people are in check, like crazy wars don't happen. I don't know. I forgot why. So these big ass robots come out and you gotta like fight a couple of them, but they're mad powerful, so you don't directly fight them. How the fuck does that game end? I know I beat it, but I really don't remember. I know you get in the Pelican and like all these Guardians. I know the last level, there's like all these Guardians in the air flying towards this facility place, some shit. And then you get inside of it and like blow Cortana up or something. I actually forget how that game ends. But Cortana goes crazy and then Halo Infinite starts. And it kind of just fast forwards in time. I guess there's supposed to be some in-between context. But from what I know so far in Halo Infinite is the big ass spaceship that we had in 4 and 5 with all the Spartans that was mad cool. Spartan, like that's gone. Infinity. Because the Banished came out of nowhere and fucked everybody up. Then you end up on another ring and you meet that dude, the one who's crying the whole campaign, and pretty much just fighting the Banished and having memories of Cortana. And the new AI you have, her name is The Weapon. Her job was to kill Cortana and she did it, and she was supposed to get decommissioned after that. But Master Chief sees her as like Cortana's replacement, so he's integrating himself. Like they're like creating a connection, and the dynamic's pretty cool. Yeah, and that's about as far as I am. You're going through the map and you're finding a bunch of other dead Spartans and stuff, and like saving Marines. They're like captured. That's pretty much all I know so far about Infinite. But The Weapon killed Cortana. Halo Wars 2. Do you know anything about it?
Fuck no.
I didn't beat it. I got maybe 75 to 85% of the way through the game. I remember it being really fun. I liked the new additions they added. It definitely felt like they took Halo Wars, improved the graphics, smoothed out the game, like polished out the gameplay, and then just added more content and continued the story. And I think that's what a sequel should be. So I'll do this. Where's Halo Wars at? Right here. I'll do this. Yeah, that's good. I was thinking about if it should be in front of Anniversary or not. I say Anniversary, CE or not, and I think yeah. It felt like a good game. It felt polished. There's more collectibles and throughout the campaign. You can tell your troops to go get audio log, story. There's a cool fucking timeline feature. You can go through and see like what events were happening. It's cool. Infinite. I haven't beaten it yet. But the Forge is easily the best Forge we've ever had. For sure. Don't give a fuck. The best one. Which in my head, my head means that the custom games are the best custom games we've ever had. Like Halo Infinite, you can deadass program or Forge mode your own firefight. We were playing Rust in Halo Infinite. Bro, there's a John in Halo Infinite. It's Nocturne Toten from World at War Zombies in Halo Infinite. Like only up in Halo Infinite. So I think that's really cool. The really, really sad, depressing thing about Halo Infinite is the dev support it gets. They heavily rely on the community to keep the game alive, and you know, people who like Halo are just gonna do it. People like this dude's not even playing Halo Infinite, but we have YouTubers like this guy makes a whole lot of content. He's hilarious too. Just doing stuff, just Halo. Like, look, a week ago, every week he's uploading a Halo video, just shit from the different games. Who else we got? We got Mint Blitz, Legend. This is the dude that does like you know that OG Halo clip? Hold on. Like you know it.
What clip?
This one.
Yeah, look at this.
Like you've seen this clip. This was Mint Blitz.
Yeah, look at this. Yeah, look.
And he still makes content. Like, and it's like he makes cool shit. Like let's see, he does like trick shots. He talks about news. And he's just Halo OG. Trying to see if there's a oh, like shit like this. What the fuck? I can't. Members only video. All right, I give up. He does trick shots. Just know he does them, and they're cool. And there's other people I watch too, but these are the only two I can think of off the top of my head. Let's see, Halo. What this guy? I don't know about this guy. I've seen him before. I don't know about a lot of these
I
guys
remember
actually.
the person I played actually was stupid, bro. Man. This person actually ruined the game. Like,
I know about Kronos. Yeah, but Halo Infinite doesn't get any support from its creators, and that's terrible. That's bad. I shouldn't say any. They left a very small dev team behind. And they're working on something else now. They're working on like some battle royale, but now that's what Bungie's doing too. I don't know. As far as where I'd rate it, for sure better than Halo 5, which I guess means it can go after Halo 4. But do I like it more than Halo 4? No, I don't. I for sure had more fun on Halo 4 than I did on Infinite. I think I could have had more fun on Infinite if the game respected the players more. Yeah. I think the customization is really cool, but it just a lot of what it did came too late. But co-op campaign, which is really cool. So yeah. I'd actually say that these two are interchangeable. That's how I feel about those. I've played this. This was really cool. I played this with Gabby actually. And it was really cool. Where would I put it though? Compared to all of these, as an experience, the ease of access, simple. Go to a movie, some Halo real quick, some bullshit. It definitely is unforgiving. Did I enjoy it more than I did Halo 5? For me, this is how this one is. Just know my wife does not play video games. Do that. Yeah. This is our current tier list. What? No. You can't relate to this one, but just no. All right. This is our current tier list. What do you think? Does this look right to you, Jay?
I didn't know you were talking to me. I mean, like tier wise, like
For now, yeah.
yeah, sure, yeah. Like tiers are good. I would definitely move games like above old games and blah blah. But
Just gotta get through them one more time and get our opinions down pat for sure. Skis, we'll be there. Oh. I think this is warranted to move shit around. So let's do. Halo
For
Reach
me,
in
I'm
front of
doing
Halo
that.
2, right?
For me, I'm doing that.
For now.
That's what
Um,
I would do. I would do that. I would probably put Halo 3 over ODST or put ODST in its own category. And I guess
I
that's
think-
it pretty much. So you can't really change anything else.
Okay.
only because, like I said, ODST is like a part of it. Like if we were doing campaigns, then sure. Like I would say, fuck it. If we're doing overall games, it's really an expand. Like it's just an extension of 3.
Like this then.
Yeah, like I said, if I made this, I would probably put ODST in just its own thing.
It would literally just be a tier of ODST.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is it. This was our cooperative rating of the Halo games. I think it's actually all of them, which is tough. We're going to be continuing playing through all of them as of now, as of this recording and the stream. We've only done the first game, Halo Combat Evolved, but we'll get to the rest. Thanks for watching.